Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Lorelei Shamayo. This is the MeWe Fair for energizing body, mind, heart, and soul. We have events throughout the Northwest, including many online. And today is our online fair. We've been running online fairs now for about 4 years. Gosh, I think it's over 4 years. We have 15 practitioners here today that are going to be sharing about our work, answering questions from the audience, and then we'll be in breakout rooms, just like being in a booth at a fair. And you'll have an opportunity to stop in from booth to booth. We're offering talks, sharing samples of our work. Some of us are doing group readings and healings. It might be by donation, might be free, maybe for a small price. You have to check and see what everyone is doing. If you want to see everyone who's here today, you can go to jointhefair.com and let's see, I put some info in chat, jointhefair.com and scroll down and you'll see everyone who's here. You can also go to the breakout room that has the fair schedule. And you can see the list of everyone who's here and the talks. Let me just go ahead and paste it in chat right now. So you can see the talks that are coming, and practitioners, you can see I moved over yesterday and today, I moved a few things around. So hopefully you can see if your time shifted a little bit. And we normally have someone else helping run the fair with me, and I'm the one that's doing a whole bunch of it today. Lauren is here learning, and she's going to be helping run the fair as we go forward into the summer also. So we have tons of different talks. We have over 20 talks and experiences that we'll be doing today. So thanks so much, everyone, for being here. We're going to get started a little differently today. We're going to jump right into our intuitive panel. So I think before we start the panel, this is a great opportunity for everyone to learn from all that's asked and all that's answered, whether or not you ask a question. It's a great opportunity to practice opening to your intuition. So you might want to grab something to write with, take notes, draw, and you have an opportunity to see if what comes through you is similar to the way that the practitioners answer questions from the audience. So it's great confirmation that you're tapping into the same kinds of things. We all tap in our own unique way. And also when you ask a question of the panel, if we go deeper than you want us to go in this recorded group format that's going to be on the web, or we talk about topics you don't want us sharing about when we answer your question, please give us guidance. You can jump in and interrupt us and let us know, and we will course correct. And we want to honor you in the way we answer. So I know you haven't heard about all the practitioners and what we do yet. I put a little bit in the chat. We do so many different things. Maybe I'm trying to think just to kind of get things. Well, so does anyone know that they have a question? We prioritize answering questions from people who've never asked a question at one of our intuitive panels at the fairs before. Does anyone have a question? You want to ask a question just like you would ask at a fair, sitting with someone at their booth. So does anyone have a question? You could write in chat that you have a question. This is free. We had another practitioner just join us. It is free and it's great if it's so a personal question that you'll get answers from several practitioners, and it'll be an opportunity from others to learn from your question. Does anyone have one? And if you don't, we'll do some practitioner introductions. But if you have questions, we'd love to answer them. It could be about anything at all. It might be about your and we have another practitioner joining us. It might be about your career path or about a relationship that you want, or it could be about growing your intuitive practice and opening to your gifts. Practitioners that are just landing here, we're going out of order today and we're experimenting with doing the intuitive panel first, but we may need to do some introductions first. That may be just the way it goes. All right, well, we will do some introductions, and if you would like to ask a question of the panel, please let us know in chat that you'd like to do that. And so Lauren, watch with me, and if someone's wanting to ask a question, we put their name in that other sheet that has the fair questions on it. All right, well, let's start doing introductions. You each get a minute to introduce. So let's just play with who's here on the screen. We'll have Henry, if you're okay with that, we'll have you go first. So Henry, Raquel, and Brooke. Go ahead and tell us who you are and what you do, and feel free to share your contact info and all that.
Okay, I was ready for some questions. So my name is Henry India Holden, and you can reach me at henryindiaholden.com. And so I thought about what do you get when you work with me? And I asked my partner, what do people get? And they said right away, love. Love is what they get. And love is very powerful because so much of what we want and what we somehow cannot create, what's missing is the light of love. Sort of like, have you ever noticed if somebody says, hey, that's a great idea, you're much more likely to run with it. Or if somebody says, that's really smart, or I love this, then you feel encouraged. So love is a very, very underrated and yet powerful, empowering tool. And I have it in spades. My mom had it. So I was born with it and I was born into it. I'm also a mystic. So being a mystic is really like having this deep love and sort of seeing everything through the filter of love. So that's something I've been blessed with. And I use this as a certified tarotist, as a certified life coach, as a trained tarotist. So I use Reiki. I use like just many different modalities that I have studied, that I'm trained in, and I'm certified in some of them. And I work with you on anything you need. I've been told I should specialize, and perhaps I have a preference. So if you do work that helps other people, I'm incredibly excited to help you do that, because more bang for the buck, right? Trying to reach as many people. There's a world out here that we all want to make better. And I'm a light worker myself, and this is important to me. So if you want to be a light worker or feel that call, I'd love to work with you. And if not, I'd love to work with you. I think I have used my time and gone over a little. I want to tell you just real quick, and then I'll go. I have designed a tarot deck, the Mystics Tarot and Oracle cards, and I'm teaching a class starting April 8th, and it's going to be in the chat how you can get that. So I'd love you to participate in the class with me. Blessings.
Great, thank you. And by the way, we've started to get a couple of questions in line, and we just need to know in chat that you want to ask a question. You don't have to give us your question here. We'll pull you up on Spotlight, so you'll be able to ask us verbally if you want. All right, so practitioners, I want to let you choose. We could do a few more introductions, or we've got a couple questions. We could go right to questions. All right, let's go to questions. All right, so let's see. Henry, I'm going to move you off screen for a moment. And I think we've got Nicole first in line, and then we've got maybe Tasha. So I'm putting you up here, Nicole. All right, great, Nicole. What is your question for us?
Hi. I guess my question is, I started just exploring everything in the spiritual world over the past couple months, and I am I'm a president of a nonprofit. I'm a Girl Scout leader. I have all these other leadership things. I just want direction, I guess, with my gift and understanding where to focus.
All right, great question. All right, so let's see. Actually, practitioners, I'm going to bring me up here on screen too. So I'm going to move one of us off, because that way you can all see. I just request that you go about 45 seconds to a minute, and I'll just give you a signal when you start to get there so that you know you got to wrap up your answer. So let's see, who wants to answer Nicole's question? All right, so Raquel's got an answer. Go ahead, Raquel. Oh, let's get you unmuted. And by the way, practitioners, just because you're not on Spotlight doesn't mean you can't raise your hand. Raise your hand and I'll bring you up on Spotlight. Go ahead, Raquel.
Okay. Hi, Nicole. Ooh. Well, right away, what came to my intuitive heart and knowing was, you're going to have so much fun. Have fun with it. Pace yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Don't have to choose one thing. Okay. I'm just saying, because I didn't. But at certain times I chose one thing, and then I chose something else, and then I chose some, and then I weaved them all together. I had no idea it was, and definitely if something makes you want to dance, then do that, and you love it, and you will take all of those beautiful gifts that you already have acquired within you because of who you are, and you'll intertwine and weave those inside of your mystical gifts that you will discover that are within you. So yes.
Thank you so much.
Great, thank you, Raquel. We've got Christina's next.
All right. First of all, I want to say I know Nicole. She's a very good friend, Girl Scout leader and whatnot. And I know we've talked about multiple things with each other. Just quickly, I pulled a card and I got outrageous openness. So that kind of confirms what Raquel is saying. Like, it's okay to have interest in several different things. Just, as I would say, just write a list of all the things that you're interested in and dive into them. Even if you want to buy books and learn about a certain subject, don't feel discouraged or scatterbrained that you have an interest in this book and then all of a sudden you have an interest in another subject, so you skip to that, and that's fine. You never know, you might have to go back to the book later, but at that moment in time, you got what you needed. So basically just organize what your interests are and just dive into it. The other card I pulled from the African goddess is this card. And the main thing I'm focusing on is the shine in the woman within the tree. So be a solid foundation in the leadership roles that you have going on right now. Don't be afraid to shine and lead. But at the same time, don't forget that you have these aspects of yourself that you're supposed to be feeding also, which will tie into the list that you're making in regards to your interest in the paths that you want to explore regarding your spirituality.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Christina. Dovelight is next.
Thank you for asking this question. We have to remember, please take what resonates, just leave what doesn't. Remember that one of the most spiritual things we can do is live our human life. So when we are going into the deepest of spirituality, you're going to encounter that we are going to have a different perspective on what we do every day, all day. So never take for granted that being more kind, have more patience to yourself, perhaps choosing to eat a little bit more healthy or drink something that will do good to your body, it's becoming higher spiritual in spirituality, because spirituality it's within us. So always take that in consideration. We all have different life lessons, life path, life journey. So please feel inspired by others, but never compare yourself to others. And if you feel like you should be somewhere spiritually in this and you should be doing that, it doesn't work that way. It's actually that type of settings will help us to have more patience and faith and trust. It's not a cliche. Trust and faith in whatever you believe is going to move you forward, is what's going to guide you. And I'm keeping the word perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind into it. The one of the most beautiful spiritual lessons that you're going to be guided is to trust yourself, to trust your gut, to trust and go with your choices. I see that there is some cleaning that needs to be within yourself, like certain things that feel like a burden. They're going to open up in your spiritual journey in order to see the beauty that you have within. Like this is going to be a passion that is going to come very like that when you're able to blossom. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Dovelight. All right. And practitioners, we've got everyone wanting to answer this one. This person gets a lot of answers. Brooke, Henry, Lisa, Masha, and then we'll go on to more introductions. Okay, go ahead. Brooke's next.
Hi, Nicole. You particularly heard Danny or Henry, excuse me, starting off with talking about her resonating with love. And there are those of us that have come in with immense hearts and vibrate and bring love onto this planet and raise the consciousness of the planet into love consciousness. I also am one of those people, and you, sister, are one of those people. And so just, shining, like, we're just kind of one after the other here, kind of adding on, but yes, letting that shine, and also learning how to let that love of yourself shine back onto yourself. Sometimes we, as givers and caretakers and lovers of all, forget to do that, or have to learn how to shine that back on ourselves. And then the last thing I just want to say is, taking that 5 to 10 minutes a day in the morning, if you can, connecting in with your divine self, your true self, this being, inner being that you are finding, and coming into that place and then asking, what is the next right thing? What is the thing for me to do today? Asking your higher self, what is it that I need to know today, and moving forward from there. So lovely to meet you.
Thanks so much. Next, we've got Henry. You're muted, Henry. Let's get you unmuted. You're still muted, Henry.
Yeah.
Let's get you
Okay,
unmuted.
I'm so sorry. Can you skip me because I'm
Oh, sure. You're not ready. Go ahead. We've got Lisa.
You need to set me up for screen share.
I did. You already
Oh.
are. You're a co-host.
Okay, great. Thank you. Skip me.
Lisa, go ahead.
Hey, Nicole, welcome, welcome. You are a woman of many passions like myself, and yay to Girl Scouts. So from my mini Oracle deck, I pulled Earth, and the Oracle cards that I created are business minded, but don't let that throw you off. So career and professional services as well. And with this card, it also includes resources, tools, and revenue. And what I do is I pull in the pip card that is associated with Earth, which would be Pentacles. And of course, I pulled in the Page of Buttons from the 5-cent tarot. And that's really the Page of Pentacles, right? And a couple of the keywords that are on this card include endeavor, manifestation, and foundation. And I think that's what came through for me, for you. And that was to make sure that when you are playing, right? I think Raquel said, play, play, play. Somebody here did. When you're playing, stay grounded, but also enjoy the experimentation, as well as finding the thread between everything that you like to do. And what I mean by that is there is a Japanese concept called ikigai, and I'll put a link to it in the chat in just a minute. But in there, when you have so many options before you and you don't know where to focus, you can take each of these columns, which is an exercise that you can use in the video that you can watch, will help you define what is unique to you and how you can blend all of your talents and all of your interests together that makes sense for you going forward. I hope that helps.
Thanks so much, Lisa.
It does.
Great. Next, we've got Masha.
Hi, Nicole. So I'm getting that you reached a certain level, like you accomplished things, and you're now graduating. So when you're graduating, it's important to have fun and enjoy yourself. And then when you're done having fun and like pleasure, I mean, you're never done, but like in this phase, it's like you're graduating, you're celebrating. Maybe you want to take a trip somewhere, travel, go on a retreat, do something fun. And then the next one is plan what you want next in the way where, but again, not from just your head. It's your head, it's your heart, it's your gut, and your sex. Where do you want to be? Like consult your 4 parts. And plan, like just think about what is that next phase that will excite you? What is that next step? And I'm really feeling that you're expanding in a big way, and you might have some limiting beliefs that are like, oh no, like you can't go to another level, you can't take it further, you can't become more successful, you can't do that. So it's working on like peeling off those beliefs is really important as well. But you're definitely in this like beautiful space of expansion. And yeah, I just want to congratulate you with graduation.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Masha. All right, Henry, are you ready to go again?
Yes, I am. Okay, and I'm ready to share. So I'm going to share the card. So I pulled a card. This is from my deck, the Mystics Tarot and Oracle cards, and it looks like this. So let me know if you're seeing the card yet.
Yep, we can see it.
Okay, great. Thank you, Lorelei. So interestingly enough, I almost always only read my deck right side up for philosophical reasons, but this one card got turned around in my deck. And so I'm like, well, okay, I'm going to go with that. So upside down. So what I'm seeing in this card, I'm going to stop sharing it. Just kind of take a good look. This is somebody with authority. This is somebody who's grounded in themselves. This is somebody who has a mission and a vision. You can see that in the eyes. There's like mastery over time, over the seasons, over inner power, as signified through the Reiki symbol, and also somebody who's seated in nature, you know, is not like separated from nature, but connected with nature. And I think all of this is a message for you. And so, and I'm going to stop the share. And so I feel like that we had this upside down is because the question that you're asking, what's next, and also congratulations, I got to pile on, because it's always amazing to graduate from something. And so there is something I think, or I sense, or I get the guidance that you, even though you have graduated, and that's why I mentioned it, you don't feel you have the authority or the expertise. Does this ring a bell? I'm looking down. Okay, I'm looking down because you're down there. So that's the thing. That's the thing. So in general, you might have that, but I think there's something very specific where you go, oh, I'm not ready for that, or I don't have the authority for that, or oh, I need more credentials for that. And that's the one. That's the guidance I'm getting for you. Thank you.
Maybe I'm going to sneak in my answer here. So in your eyes, I see knowledge as one of your talents. So you easily learn, and kind of one of the challenges or lessons is that you might want to learn too much. You might feel security in learning and learning and learning. So I want to encourage you to get any deck, whatever it is. If it's if reading is going to be your thing, like Henry's deck, or I use Sell-O cards, or just something where you don't need to learn much in order to use it, and get out there and use it. Use it with friends, use it with strangers, use it whomever. You must want to get practice so that you're not caught in overlearning. And Troy's got a quick answer, and then we're going on to some introductions.
Yes, hello. My name is Troy Bacon, and what I've been feeling perhaps in need that can help you on this this journey you seem to be starting is you're starting this journey, and so a lot of it seems new. Perhaps there's a lot to embrace, a lot to learn in all the huge expansive realm of any type of spirituality, or many, and you'll probably dabble in many. That's what I sense, and it will take some time for you to really find which spiritual systems resonate with you. And so for a lot of my life, I've been sort of a spiritual collector, but I've reached a point more recently being more of a creator. I'm starting to create things specifically with the intention of giving them and selling them. And so that's just one of many things I'm doing. What I sense, what may help you along this path of charismatic teaching and knowledge and leadership, is finding and employing that thing maybe every day or regularly to be kind of charitable in a way, have something to give away, have something to be doing along with your career and your studies.
All right, great. Thank you so much, Troy. And I want to just pick up from what Troy was saying. If you can see how the work that you're offering and doing reading and healing is a gift and you're giving to people, then it'll be really easy for you to step in and do it. So focus on that part. All right, great. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Nicole, for getting us started with the first question. We do have a couple of other questions in line, Tasha and Amber. We're going to do some introductions first, though. So let's see. We started with Henry. Let's work with who's up here right now. Nicole, I'll move you off screen. And I'll move me off screen, and we'll bring a couple other practitioners up. And while I'm doing that, maybe how about Shaynur and Tammy and Raquel? How about if you all introduce yourselves? You've got a minute. Go ahead.
Thank you, Lorelei. My name is Shaynur Premji. I work with people I support people that are stuck in fear, unable to sleep, manage their weight, or focus through my programs of hypnosis, hypnonutrition, and Akashic records to lead a lighter and fuller life. I'll be in room 16, I believe, and I'm giving a talk on how Akashic records can help you with your life purpose. I'm excited to be here. I'm happy to see all of you, and I hope to see some of you in my room and ask me interesting questions, as you already are. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Shaynur. We've got Tammy, Raquel, and then Troy.
Hi, I'm Tammy Joyful. My website's tammyjoyful.com. I am an animal communicator, a psychic medium, a spiritual guide. And I do speak to those that don't have a voice. I like to give voice to those that are voiceless. And I do energetic healings to clear blockages so you can more effectively utilize the divine energy that is available to you. So you can email me at tammyjoyfulguidance@gmail.com. I do have a fair special of $40 for a 30-minute session, and just put fair special in the subject line. I also love to teach what I have already learned. And tonight I'm in room number 17, and I'm featuring Begin to Learn Animal Communication. And that's at 6:15 and 8 o'clock. I'd love to see you tonight so we can have fun together and learn to communicate with animals. Learn how wise they are. Thank you.
Thanks, Tammy. We've got Raquel, Troy, and then Celestial Mystic Christina.
Oh. Hello, everyone. I'm so happy and so honored that you are here with us today. This is such a joyful, magical time to be in, and we are all here, and this is so perfect. I began my spiritual journey in 2010, and I became a Reiki master. And in 2019, I was looking for more of how to live a life with purpose, for a purpose, with a purpose. So I started to tap into Akashic Records. And then I took a beautiful, beautiful moment where I became a soul practitioner. And I do believe that we came here all with these beautiful treasured gifts that were within us, and we're very powerful beings. And we just don't always and haven't been taught how to use our beautiful tools within us. And I found that there are either modern day gurus that we tap into, and they give us answers or messages that could come through a book, that could come through someone that you meet. And then we take all of those treasures and we bring them into I am you, you are me, because that is how I realize that we are walking on this earth as one. So if I am walking as one, what is my purpose here on this earth? So I discovered that, and in 2019, I started my Just Be Today website, where you can walk with me for 6 weeks and you will discover who you have come here to be. And we will weave tarot cards, Reiki, Akashic Records, and all of that magic. And I know that's who you are, because if you come my way, then you probably want to do tarot cards and Akashic Records.
Great.
Namaste.
Thank you so much, Raquel. We've got Troy, Christina, and then Masha.
Hello, my name is Troy Bacon. So start by saying that I help people who come to me transform their lives in a positive direction and achieve their goals, primarily with hypnotherapy and Reiki as my modalities. And I specialize in tinnitus treatment, that's ringing in the ears, and turning that down. That's one of the transformations I offer. And I also specialize in trauma healing. That's one of my other big things. Past life regression is also commonly involved in, especially the trauma healing. Sometimes even the tinnitus treatment. Soul contracts are one of my other tools I work with in hypnosis, and that's something I wasn't taught, but something I kind of came across and learned how to work with myself. Maybe you could call it self-taught. Anyway, tonight I will be offering psychic readings. I was going to do card readings, but I don't have my cards with me at this moment, so I'm going to just offer psychic readings for anybody who has anything to get clarity on or a question. Specificity helps me, something to start with and focus on. But we can also do general readings and see what comes through. Some of the beings that I sense I'll be working with tonight are the ornitharians, bird people, maybe other ETs and spirits, we'll see. But I will be in, actually forget which breakout room, but I thought it was going to be 16, but apparently
You're
it's
in
not.
18 tonight.
18, okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks so much, Troy. Let's see, we've got Christina and then Masha, and then Licenciada Bruja.
All right, my name is Christina. I am a celestial mystic. I own the metaphysical shop Crystal Quartz. Basically, what my purpose is here on this earth at this time is to walk the physical and the spiritual realm at the same time, just operate it as much as possible. And by having the ability to do this, I work on a multidimensional level in regards to the dimensions and timelines and helping people understand where they fall within all of that through their genetics. I'm very big on the genetics. It's very downplayed in society about how our genes and our DNA basically line out everything for us down into 1D, 2D, 3D, all the way up past 12D, 13, 14, 15, as high as it needs to go. And the cosmic blueprint that is held within our genetic material. So when I do readings with people, I pick up on their energy and I can pick up different parts of themselves. Maybe the situations that they're going to doesn't particularly have to do with their situation going on in a 3D. It could be connected to another self on another dimension or another timeline and tie all those things together. So I call it as we all have levels to ourselves, and just looking at things in a very linear way is not a good way to operate, especially when you want to dive deeper below the surface of what spirituality and the metaphysics are really supposed to be. So I will be in room number 5 at, I guess what, it'll be 8:30 Eastern Standard Time for me. And I'll be doing a talk on the multi-you, your dimensions and your timelines, and basically how that ties into your genetics that once again is downplayed so low, but literally your cosmic blueprint for being on this realm and in the other dimensions has everything to do with your genetics. Thank you.
Great, thanks so much, Christina. I think so. We've got Masha, and then Licenciada Bruja, and then Dove Light.
Hi everyone, my name is Masha and I'm a love and sex coach, and I help people to love themselves and others through hypnotherapy and psychic readings, and I help people to understand what's going on with their love and sex life through different perspectives. One is through their mind and how like our mind and our beliefs affect our reality and affect our love and sex life, and also on a spiritual level, how our spiritual contracts, soul contracts with other people, past lives play in effect in our love and sex life. And I will be doing a guided meditation, guided hypnosis today on how to release guilt and shame around our sexuality.
Great, thank you so much, Masha. All right, Licenciada Bruja. Let's have Brooke and then Badra. Oh, Dove Light. I had Dove Light and the Licenciada Bruja and then Dove Light. All right.
Let me put my timer here. I'm really happy to be here. My name is Licenciada Bruja. That stands for Licensed Witch. I'm Mexican. And the thing that I love the most is to help people to find clarity, because I think that we have all our GPS inside of us. And sometimes because of society, religion, everything else, we lost the touch with ourselves, and therapeutic tarot help us to find our own way, because tarot has not morality and it tells you what it needs to be said, and it brings a lot of clarity on your life. We can help to make decisions as well. And I will be in the booth 11. If you want to chat, I will be there. And I'm also accepting like loving conscious donations. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We've got Dove Light, and then we've got Brooke, and then Badra.
Okay, I'm here. Hello, everybody. My honor and blessings to be in your presence. I am Dove Light at dovelightoracle.com, and I'm an intuitive person. I'm a soul person, but just a regular person, a normal person. And one of the things that has helped me in my path, in my journey, is reconnect to the divine love, divine spirit, divine oneness. And when I was able to allow myself to feel that beautiful energy, it's a love beyond what we feel like love in the human realm. I realized that I'm not the only one. Everybody has the power to connect with that healing love. Everybody has the power to connect with that clarity love. So it's not only me, it's everybody has that blessing. And through my journey, I can help you. With my readings, we can see the energy of the present, or we can get insight about any topic whatsoever, any field, perhaps why you met this person in the past, what we're supposed to learn, or about dream, past life, soul contracts. While my readings, I can do that. I can read fire, water, earth, air. I can read the oracles. I can read even the voice. That's how I first get information, through people's voice and sound, because that's the frequency of their soul. Everybody's very unique to that frequency. With ancestral, that's when we do the reading. You can also ask me for past life or ancestral healing, soul contracts, or even a connection with the other side, because sometimes we all have to have a level of healing. We're all growing, we're expanding, but sometimes we need to clear this knot in order to move forward to the next phase in our life. And that's where I work with the shamanic practices, or with the past life regression, ancestral healing. It depends on where your journey is at the moment. No healing will guarantee you to be happy or blessed or everything your whole life, but I can help you to move forward to the next step, because the power is with you. It's when you allow healing to happen, we can guide you, the universe guide you, the universe bless you to where to go, how to go, and when to be. So thank you, everybody. And I'm in room 8.
Thanks so much, Devlight. We're going to have Brooke, then Badra, and then Aylin, and then Lisa. And I want to mention too, we used to charge a fee to come to the fair, and it is now free again. And so there is no fee to ask a question at the intuitive panel, and we'll be answering a few more questions in a few minutes. All right, Brooke and then Badra.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. My name is Brooke Bucci. My website is journeywithbrooke.com. I'm an intuitive guide and multidimensional energy healer and channel. I come to this work after being a nurse midwife for 12 years, helping thousands of families welcome their babies earthside. My work now, as I have moved into energy work in the last 3 years, stays very much in connection with divine feminine and bringing the resurrecting the divine feminine on the earth in balance with the divine masculine as we evolve into unity consciousness. And my purpose in this lifetime is to be a channel for love of the divine mother, with a goal of helping you remember your true nature, which is an expansive being of light and love, having a human experience. The kind of sessions I offer is intuitive guidance, energy transformation, sacred womb healing, energetic support for those who want to welcome their babies in a conscious way into this life, both conception and birth. And I'm also an emotion code practitioner. And so at 6:30, I'll be providing an energy activation session, which is channeled from my guides, the Divine Mother Collective. And that's 45 minutes with a Q&A after. At 7:45, I'll be doing group intuitive guidance and energy transformation by donation. I'm in room 3, and I have a 33%, a third off special for tonight, MeWe 33 if you book in the month of April. Thank you.
Great. Thanks so much, Brooke. We've got Badra and then Lisa.
Hi, I'm Badra. I'm a wellness advocate and energy healer. I teach people how to heal their bodies holistically without using any drugs or chemicals, using stem cell patches. We have quite a few other patches, but the main one are the stem cell patches. They're all energy, non-transdermal. They're kind of like acupuncture, but without the needles. So if you or someone you love is looking for healing, but you don't want to use drugs and chemicals, or maybe you can't because you're sensitive, there's no contraindication with any other modalities you're doing, whether it's pharmaceuticals or supplements. I was very sick a long time ago, and I was, well, not that long ago, probably about 5 or 6 years ago. And I was doing all the things. I went through the Western medical system, kind of got to the end of that. I started seeing a naturopath, and I did everything they said, and I just only got so much better. And then my nutritionist sent me a stem cell patch, and everything turned around from there. So I used to be a school teacher, and now I teach this because it's so important. You can only get these in one place. They work, they're patented. If you have things like pain, you can't go to sleep at night, all these kinds of things, there's a way out without using drugs and chemicals. It's science-backed energy healing. So if you're interested in this for yourself or someone else, I'll be giving a talk at 6:15 in breakout room 2. I'll put my website and my contact information in the chat, and I would love to talk with you. I do one-on-one sessions where we can come up with a protocol that works for you specifically, and come and ask your questions. It's going to be very informal. It's going to be a Q&A, and I have lots of pictures and lots of information that I can share with you. So I would love to help you on your health and wellness journey, and come see me at 6:15. Thanks for being here.
Great. Thanks so much, Badra. And we've got Lisa also. And then I think, and Aylin. Lisa and Aylin. Go ahead, Lisa.
Thanks, Lorelei. Hey, Mystics. I'm Lisa Stewart of Co-Create Magic. I'm a creative mixed medium and an intuitive business guide. As a lifelong intuitive, my modalities include being a medium, a channeler, energy healer, power manifester, and animal communicator. It's my mission to help mystics like you find the courage to co-create their magic, leveraging energy and intuition to make insightful decisions, build their confidence, and grow their income. As an intuitive business guide, I mentor mystics who want to move from the work world to the spiritual world so they can embrace and master energy to develop their brand magic. With over 30 years of business experience, I've designed and built several hundred products over the years, selling them worldwide from my brick and mortar shop as well as online. My work has been featured in major news stations and movies, and I've also authored several articles found in industry publications, all co-creating with spirit. And I use this experience to help you brand your magic, build product lines, package your services to weather all storms, and market yourself in a feel-good way without resorting to mind control. So if you're feeling stuck, uninspired, or just want help to move forward in your career or business, I'll be giving 2-card mini readings with my newly designed energy oracle cards in room 12. Stay magical.
Thanks, Lisa and Aylin.
Hi, I'm Aylin. I am an energy healer, grief coach, and dream tender. I started my body work practice 13 years ago after discovering how some deep emotions could be released through deep body work. And I've evolved my work over the last few years to address the more subtle bodies, the astral bodies and the etheric body, and the astral and etheric chakras to release long-held beliefs, behaviors, patterns, cords that just no longer serve you. I really, my intention in working with people is to help my clients find their own deep reservoir of peace and joy. I'm very grounded. I offer a safe, grounded space for you to explore what is holding you back in your life. And I will be having auric release sessions at 6:45 and I think at 8 this evening. So looking forward to seeing you, and thank you for being here.
I want to say, and that's when we're announcing them. And those people that are doing, the practitioners that are doing some sort of reading or healing by donation in their group or small price, they may be doing it the whole time, not just when we announce it. All right, great. Let's see. So practitioners, vendors, have all of you announced? Is everyone here? Did I get everyone? I think so. All right, we're going to go back to our questions. So I think Tasha is next. So let me pull, I'm going to pull someone off. And then Tasha, are you ready to ask your question? All right, have us answer your question. Here we go. All right, so practitioners, we're only going to have maybe like 4 or 5 of us now, so we can try to get through a few more questions. So if you really, really want to answer a question, raise your hand. Tasha, what is your question? So let's get you unmuted. We can't hear you. Okay, great. No, we still can't hear you. What's going on? Maybe get closer to your device. We can't hear you. Sounds like you can hear us. You gave us your question in writing, so we may do that. Okay, I'm going to read off your question for right now, or we wait. And okay, so you said, I have a guy that has been my best friend since we were 12. We have had a rocky relationship the past few years. About 6 months ago, I would have wanted nothing more than to be with him, but now I'm having mixed feelings and maybe starting to get feelings for someone else that I connect very deeply with, but I'm unsure if it's just a fling thing or if it's the real thing. So it sounds like you want feedback on the rocky relationship. Let's see. Yeah, so the person of the rocky relationship and 6 months ago, blah, 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 and then the new person that's shown up. All right. So you want in, and then feel free to chat anything that you have any more feedback you want to give us since we can't hear you. Yeah, so I'll put it in chat so everyone can see it right here from Tasha. There you go. Who's got a comment for Tasha? Some feedback for Tasha. Oh, well, I guess Tasha, I'll share a little bit. So I'm a matchmaker. So one thing is that it's like the relationship's been rocky. It just feels like you have a no that's coming up. And part of how you're discovering more of the no for that relationship that's not been going well is that you have attraction for someone else. And so it's not really clear to me that this person, the someone else, really is the person. It's just a sign that's letting you know that you're wanting change and you're wanting to go a different direction than where you've been. So I would hold it more in that place at the moment. And keep focusing on being connected with you and feeling what you're feeling so you know what you want. All right, Raquel's got an answer. Go ahead, Raquel.
Yeah, that was my first thought. Was when your head and your heart are speaking the same language and you hear a definite yes after you ask yourself a question, then I would say go with that. It feels to me like your spirit, you have a big, huge heart for the past relationship and that will always be. So I'm just, when we're talking about the heart, I'm going to just pull one card. Kuan Yin, compassion, is Tai Chi rising. And I hope you can see that, Tai Chi rising. And I cannot read from the book at this moment, but the energy flow is stay centered in your spirit, stay grounded in your energy flow, and sit in earth. Get to the earth, get to the water when you're asking yourself questions. And take your feet up, take your shoes off and get to the land. That's what my spirit's saying to you. Be still, be quiet, and you'll hear the answers you need about your heart.
Great. Thank you, Raquel. Henry's next.
Yeah, Tasha, let me see here. Let me do a quick share. All right. Oh, wait a minute. I have it right here. It's here. Boom. All right. So earlier on, when I read your card, when I read your message, I did a card and peace is what came up. And then we didn't get to you. So I just got discouraged and I started mixing my cards again. And I was like, oh, there's Tasha. So I did another mix and again, peace came up. And so that is really wild. So if you're looking at this person, other than that, I'm really in my deck, it's important to me to honor a wide diversity of human beings and of nature. So this is a person with Down syndrome. And so this is not reflective on, it's not a message to you, but it's just something to notice how anywhere we are in life, peace is possible, even when we don't feel it is. And so I think the message that I'm getting here through this card, I'm going to stop the share now. I just want you to really take in this piece right here, because that's available for you right now. So I know you're like in a place where you're asking a question and you want an answer to this question, but imagine getting yourself into a peaceful place. Can you do that? What is your answer when you get yourself into this peaceful place? Because you have the answer within you.
Yeah, and she can't answer right now, so she might write in chat. Tasha might write in chat.
That's
But
cool.
yes, to know
That's
it's
cool.
supposed to be
I think that me just asking that, an answer came to you.
great.
So I feel that neither one of these, no, actually, whoa, shut up. Thank you. Okay, you have the answer. Right, thank you.
That's great. Thank you, Henry. All right. Anyone have anything else for Tasha? I know Brooke's got something here. Brooke, let's go find where you are. And where Brooke is, I'll bring you up. Okay, Brooke, go ahead.
I just got a really strong hit from Henry's card and the deer. There's the deer at the bottom, and the deer medicine being very important for you. I would strongly encourage reading up on deer medicine. It is one of gentleness, and I perceive a need for gentleness for yourself, compassion for yourself as you're going through this process. I'm sensing some self-critique and the critical person in the mind, and you sometimes believing in that, and really just need to tap in and resonate with that dear medicine and bringing loving compassion to yourself through this process.
Great. Thank you so much, Brooke. Thank you so much, Tasha, for jumping up and asking a question. And next we've got Amber. So let's go see where Amber, oh, there's Amber. All right, Amber, I'm going to bring you up. All right, go ahead and ask us your question.
So I'm in the middle of a big transformation and a transition, and I know that there's a closure to the location where I'm at currently. And so I'm curious as to whether anybody would have any guidance to where to start looking for my next location for where to live and where to work and where to find my peeps.
Great question. All right, who's got an answer? Go ahead, Licenciada Bruja.
Hi, Amber. It's really nice to see you and meet you. And the first card that popped up, it was the sun. So it needs to be a sunny place. If you have a sunny place in your list, that's the place that it's going to bring really a lot of blessings from the universe. But you are like trying to do this rationally, but I think that the thing that it's most important, it's what are you feeling, because you sometimes tend to be like controlling. So it's okay to let go so you can enjoy what life brings to you. And I think the main thing of changing all your places around and these big moments, it's to demonstrate something. It could be something for you or for others, because you're a woman who is like you don't tell people I will do that. You come with the thing done. So that's really, really amazing. And it's time for you to be with yourself, enjoy yourself, have your own world, and many, many blessings for you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for your answer. So we're going to go quick, everyone. We've got Masha, Raquel, Brooke, and Henry. Oh, and I'm going to have Dove Light go first. So Dove Light and then Brooke and Henry. So next we've got Masha.
Hi, Amber. The first thing that I thought of, and it's just a thought because I've done that. There are astrologers who can help you figure this out. It's called astrocartography. They will look at your chart and your birth date, and they will tell you places where your energy aligned the most. And this was my this was my share. Good luck to you. They can really help. Can say
Thank
from
you.
experience.
Yeah, thanks, Masha. That's a great idea. I know if they tell you which places are more aligned and which places are less aligned. Yeah, that's great. All right, so we've got Raquel next.
Hi, Amber. Wow, right away. Verdict astrology also is a way, if I'm pronouncing that right, was something I wanted to do for myself at one time. Devil's Play came. I picked a card in Devil's Play, and I'm not sure what happened. Can you see that? Okay, well, something's going on fun, but I only see.
Sorry,
I
Henry.
don't.
Henry, you're
It's
accidentally
okay.
sharing screen. It's okay.
Let's
Let's go back to Raquel.
That's fun. Having
Henry
fun,
at the
playing.
top and red, it should say stop. Great. Sorry. Raquel, go ahead.
Okay, so Amber, Devil's Play, that card comes up a lot since 2022. A lot of fire, a lot of energy, a lot of shifting's been coming on. And I always say, have fun with it. Do something that you have not ever done before. Be more creative with your energy flow. It's telling me be real creative. So I picked another card. It says be creative. Be creative. You know, almost like, and someone was saying like tap back into what you always had wanted to do, and you just, there was some point in your life where something held you back and you didn't do it. So maybe tap back into that. And the village is waiting for you, I say, you know, it's like, you know, and it's like, be open to love. It feels like you're looking for love, and when people are looking for their village, their tribe, their people, they're looking for love. So be open to how that comes to be for you. Be open to receive. I hope that was resonating with your heart.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Raquel. We've got Devlight and then Christina, and then we'll come back to Brooke and Henry.
Hello. First of all, thank you for asking that question. Thank you for acknowledging that there is an end and a cycle. That's very mature of you to understand that everything comes in phases and cycle, and it's time to release this. The first thing that they're telling me is that you have this gift to answer is a yes. When you generally feel that something is a yes, go for it. Moving a place, leaving something about a person, this is a yes. But if you feel it in your intuition, the way that you listen, they're telling me that you know how to listen to your body or to your feelings, just follow it. They're also telling me that there is a situation that needs to be forgiven. Don't know specifically details about how everything ended up, but if there is some energy where you need to forgive yourself or forget somebody just because the situation happened the way it needed to happen, remember that everything can be a lesson to learn. Everything can help you grow and expand. You can bring the wisdom from what happened in the past, so you might make it different for the future. Once we make peace at your own time, because forgiveness cannot be forced, then you're going to have this renewal energy who's going to open up the path for this new possibility. I'm seeing also that there is a little bit of stopping you to go for something because of the money, the financial issues, but it's fighting with the other side that wants to just do something, and I'm going to show them proof, and you see how I'm going to get it more like that. So we need to bring balance about it. If I have more time, I'll probably ask you about the options and the possibility of the energy feeling which option for you to choose what's best for you. In the meantime, please work on forgiveness and trusting yourself. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Devlight.
Thank you.
Christina's next.
Hi, Amber. Just based on what you pulled out as your question, I quickly got the urge to pull 2 cards for you. The first card that I pulled came up as forgiveness. And that also kind of came into the type of feeling I was getting in regards to why you were asking about moving in the first place. It has something to do with, obviously, you're hurting inside about something. But regardless of what it is, forgive yourself for whatever it is. And on top of that, I also got this card, go the distance, but what kind of popped out to me was the cheetah that's running. And I kind of picked up on that, is that you're trying to run from a situation, thinking moving is going to be the complete end all answer to the situation that you're going through right now. It can be, but at this moment in time, I will focus on healing yourself and making sure that the reasons that you are looking at to move to a different location fully aligns to the healing process that you have to go through at this time too. Moving to another place and thinking that you're going to leave the situations that you were dealing with in your current place isn't how I'm taking it, the way that you need to fully make this move. It should be a conscious, free, forgive yourself, no weight along with it, and then do the move. I hope that helps.
Great, thank you. And so then we've got Brooke and Henry.
Hi, Amber.
Hello.
So I got a hard hit as well on the astrocartography, and I did put a website in there where you can put in your information and it will give you brief information. And then I will put in the chat someone I previously have worked with. She is expensive, I will say, but she's very good. And so the other piece that comes is around work with conscious creation, and it, you know, that we are conscious creators, and that the place that we do that from is emotion. So not mind talk, but the feeling of what it is. What is the feeling you want to feel in this new place? And being in quiet meditation and connecting in with your higher self and feeling that feeling, and then paying attention to the signals from your body and the emotions you're getting when you're reading and thinking, and maybe go visit those places and follow the joy. And just the last message that also came through, I wrote it down on my phone, is letting go of bad memories and negative memories, heavy, dense memories, and building up new ones. And I think this is the piece that other people have been talking about. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And then Henry.
I'm so sorry about what I did. I didn't know it had shown up on the screen. Sorry, guys.
Don't worry, it's okay. And then I was muted and didn't get my voice out to change it soon enough. We're
so
moving on.
I'm gonna share the screen. This is not good that you can't set that up first. Okay, great. So this should show you the cards. Yes, you see 3 cards there?
Yes, we do. We see them.
Yes. Okay, great. So I pulled divine love, and I'm like, I have no idea what that means. How does that answer your question? And I don't know how it answer your question. But then, like, the divine was saying to me, yeah, but you know, you don't need to know. You're not the one who needs to know. It's Amber who needs to know. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll go with that. But can we just pull one more card? So I pulled another card. Boom, divine presence. It's like very similar. I'm like, okay, I still don't know. And I was like, can we please get a location? I got a little impatient, but the divine is totally fine with that, apparently. And so now we have a river. And the funny thing is that the entire time that I read your question first, and then the entire time I kept seeing you by the water, like before I pulled any cards. So I think that's what the message is. I'm going to stop the share. I think that this is to support the love in you. It's about support. Do you have any pets?
No.
No.
No, I
So
don't.
I'm thinking that it might be just like that too, like be somewhere, garden apartment by the river, something like that, or by a lake, and where you can have also maybe like a cat or a dog, like let that love flow.
Thank you.
All right, great. And it looks like we've got one more quick answer from Troy.
Yeah, I'll make this quick. As I was looking at the divine love and divine presence cards, I got the sense for you that what I found helps with manifestation is to really be present. And I spent a long time of my life trying to make the future and trying to really like define the future in my mind and force things to be, but that didn't work for me. What I found works is to be present with yourself in the moment, not present in the future, because the divine and life cannot flow through you if you are not present now and here. Otherwise, it can't be here. So, our next home or next location will come to you better. I feel if you're more present and let things flow, and more messages will be able to come through. Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you,
so much,
everybody.
Troy. Thanks so much for your question. All right. Amazingly, we are at the top of the hour. I think that we have a couple quick questions I want to see if we can address. And practitioners, even if I don't have you on the screen, if you want to answer, go ahead and jump up and answer. So one question was, so one is intuition. So one person says maybe intuition is stronger at times and weaker at other times. What do we attribute that to? And then another question is, do we need a deep reading for Akashic records, or is it easy to access and find past lives that affect our lives today in a different, and what's relevant in a karmic way? Does it require a deep reading, or can we get some of that with a simpler reading? So anyone have comments on that? Okay, Masha, go ahead.
I want to share about the intuition thing, just from my own observation of myself, that my intuition is stronger on a certain, like, so we have a cycle, moon cycle, women have a cycle, and on some days, like during the period, during the moon cycle, my intuition is stronger. That's what I noticed. And like after that, my healing abilities and my, like, the energy that I can like healing, doing energy healing work is stronger. So that's one thing that I observed. Also, when I feel more peaceful in my own life and more grounded, and I don't have to stress out about things, that's also another part that plays with intuition. When I feel more stable myself, my intuition is like, I can hear it clearly, more clearly. So yeah.
Great, thank you so much. And everyone, let's go quickly to see, we've got Dovelight, Shaynur, and Raquel. Go ahead, Dovelight.
Yes, thank you. Also, I mean, we're all different. We all have, we are different. We're very unique. So it might work also with the astrology sign, where your moon, where your rising is, because it is true, because the planets influence our energy field when we were born. So sometimes when they're moving around, they get to a point where we actually are more intuitive than other times. But not only that, but also allowing time to get to know your soul, to find peace and quiet in your mind, makes you more receptive to become more intuitive. Before something happen meaningful or something happen in your life, we tend to have this higher self or spirit guides, whatever you want to call it, they send us message and help us and guide us. So and also, if you're around a stressful environment or people who are not in alignment, or living their own processes, it's hard to tap into your intuition, because it's like interference, and your own body will close up, not because they're better or worse, it's just that it's too much, it could be overwhelming. So the energy field automatically start closing a little bit off, so you don't get overwhelmed by all the information you might sense in. So another way that sometimes your intuition it's higher than regular. If you connect with somebody, it's generally deep bond with somebody, like children and mothers, they do. And when there is something related to that person that you have a strong bond, their intuition might hide it. But intuition comes from your soul, from your spirit. So everything that you generally do from a place of within, from a soulful energy that you love and you're passionate about, you always have a stronger connection to it.
Just sorry, thanks so much. We got to dash just because we're almost at breakout rooms. So the first set of talks are going to start a few minutes late. Go ahead, Shaynur. I know she's got an answer about Akashic Records. Go ahead.
Thank you, Lorelei. I'll keep it very short, but I think when you do an Akashic record reading, and I think it's a wonderful question to ask, it depends what has to be shared with you. I think your guides, when I work when I do the readings, the guides will share with you as much as they believe you're ready to accept. And then if they feel that you need to know more, they will then give me more information to share with you. So it's a good question, and it depends on where you are and how much you are willing to welcome into your life and where you would like to be. And that's it. And I know my talk will start soon. Thank you very much. I hope that answers your question, by the way, or come and talk to me later.
Great, thanks so much. And then Raquel's got something to share about these too. Let's get you unmuted. You're still muted.
Okay, yeah, intuition, I will say, That's a daily moment by moment alignment that you tap into in the morning. And then you carry that ability that you can tap into your intuition all day long, every moment of the day. And getting close to nature, getting close to water, breathing. Oh my gosh, did I forget about breathing? Breathing is how we tap into her into breathing. Our mind's eye. You know, when your channels or chakras are all aligned and walking together, that and then everything just kind of flows together. That gets me to Akashic Records, because we all are one. And how I've understand the Akashic Records are, it's not our past life, it's everyone that we were at another time in life. We can bring that forward and ask them to come and be part of who we are at that present time now. So all of our loved ones, all of our gods, all of our gurus, everyone is present time here now. And you can do that for yourself. That is the magic.
Great, thank you so much. So there we got in a few quick answers. Sorry, everyone, we don't have time to answer more of the questions. Thanks so much for submitting them. I know we didn't get to Quartz, and Kimberly and Tina and Rashida's questions. So hopefully you'll have a chance to connect with the practitioners in the breakout rooms. We are getting ready to switch to our breakout rooms. There are 3 of us that are going to be here in the main room that are helping run everything today. Lorelei, will be here, and we have Lauren and we have Crystal. They're in training for learning how to run the online fair. We have 4 talks that are getting ready to start right now. So practitioners, you're welcome to go to your breakout rooms. Let me turn off the recording. Let me just say, this is MeWe Fairs. You can experience more of all this at mewefairs.com. We look forward to being with you at another event soon.